Hello and welcome to another episode of BTV. I'm Marcus Boston.
And I am Renee Boston. And today we want to talk to you all briefly about our celebrity news couple of the week, which is Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher. If you recall, they have been separated for quite some time. I believe there were some allegations that Ashton had stepped out on his May-December bride, Demi Moore, I think it was last summer or this time last year, whatever it was. But there were allegations that he stepped out on her and that he ended up leaving the marriage, and she was pretty much saying that she wanted a divorce.
But did she file first, or,
And that's what was weird. Actually, I believe he released a statement a few weeks ago, and actually he filed for divorce first. And he released a statement saying that he was going to, out of respect for her because of, him doing what he did, which is pretty much not admitting to the adultery, but him doing what he did, he wanted to, out of respect for her, allow her the opportunity to file first.
No, this is all in California, right?
Right.
So, and of course we are not talking about interpreting California law or anything like that. The rules, right, could be different out in California when it comes to some of this stuff.
Yeah, they definitely could be different. But I think in general, across the board, and that actually kind of is our segue into an issue for the week, what we get. And that is, does it make a difference who files first in a divorce? Is there like a race to the courthouse or, a run to the court? And in generally speaking, the answer is no. It doesn't matter really who files first. Usually the person who files first is the one who has to pay the bulk of the fees up front. And the person who's either responding or counter-complaining their cost to actually file their response or file their counter-complaint is not nearly as expensive as it is to file the initial complaint. So that may be a strategy issue initially, but as far as the actual divorce proceeding itself, it usually does not make a difference. Some people who are accusing the other or the one who's seeking maybe like temporary alimony or temporary custody or something like that, they may choose to go ahead and file first in order to start the process to hurry up and get it moving. Yeah, to get the process moving and to get the financial means to keep going if that's the situation. If the two spouses are pretty much financially independent, it doesn't matter because at that point they're not arguing over the money initially, because then they know that those issues will get resolved on the back end with the final hearings or the petition for final divorce or custody or whatever the other issues are.
And it's going to be a temporary hearing a lot of times, right? Anyway, assuming that you're not filing for absolute divorce here in Maryland immediately, but if you're filing for some type of temporary support or anything like that, you're going to have a temporary hearing coming up anyway, right?
And then with the temporary hearings, it's usually anywhere from between 2 to 4 or 5 or 6 months after you initially file for whatever it is, whether it's a petition for custody or child support or alimony, or if it's a limited divorce, you'll get your hearing within a few months. But at that point, you'll start, divvying up matters to those particular issues. So it's not so much of anything. It's not anything immediate. So it's not like the person, if something's happened today, you can turn around and file tomorrow, and there's going to be an immediate effect. But usually it's the issues with children and money are the issues that would make people want to go ahead and get it done first, and where it becomes an issue of doing it first.
Now, this kind of doesn't have anything to do with the law aspect of things, but aren't there certain tabloids and certain, I guess, news media outlets that are reporting that Demi is in supposedly all-out Cougar mode, and now that things have kind of went down?
The thing is this: she's always been a Cougar. Demi Moore if she's not in her 50s, she's damn near in her 50s. Ashton Kutcher is. She should be. He should be about 34, 35, something like that. And they've been together for I think they've been married for like 6 years, and I think they were together like 2 or 3 before they got married. So she's been a Cougar.
Now, but was there any talk when they first got married? Because there was such a big age.
It's the May-December romances is what they call it.
It's called the what?
May-December.
May-December romances.
And I'm assuming it's because one's in the highlight the springtime of their life, and the other one's in the heading toward the sunset in December, the colder months, and it's the days are
longer, right? Or
the days are shorter and the nights are longer.
Nights are longer.
But
it's dark outside really early now. So, okay. Yeah, I was wondering about that because that's what they're saying now, that I guess is she taking the divorce pretty hard, or is she moving on?
Well, you know what's surprising me is that it seems like she's taking this divorce harder than she did with Bruce Willis, because her and Bruce Willis were married for about 10, 15 years. They were married for a while.
Bruce Willis, that's right, she was.
But now with this one, she's she's kind of dropped off the social media scene, and she's not out in public as much as she once was. So it's kind of weird. I mean, I can obviously tell she's hurt because of some of the things that she's doing. I mean,
so you think she is?
I think she is hurt. Because I mean, I think her Twitter name was once Mrs. Kutcher, and now she's changed it to the real Demi or whatever it is. But so she immediately changed her Twitter name. In social media, once you start changing statuses and names, people are paying attention to stuff.
If anybody knows, when you go from Facebook to single to then in a relationship, now to engaged to it's complicated. I mean, Facebook has. Pretty much all
Facebook is the new divorce court. I mean, Facebook is the new. The status updates and changes on Facebook is more crucial than what any court can tell anybody about now. And it's funny to see that, but there are legalities with certain stuff. So if you're in a legal relationship, make sure you resolve it legally as opposed to just, well, I don't like him anymore, I threw him out and I changed my Facebook status, so our marriage is over. Not quite.
Right. You gotta go through some legal formalities. And really quick before we get ready to get out of here on this, do we know who the other woman is with
the one he allegedly cheated with? We don't know.
We don't know. Okay, so we'll leave it at that.
But there's been a slew.
We don't want to spread any unfounded rumors.
There's been a few between them and now, though.
But we don't know. Who
but he's presently, as of today, he's dating his former That 70s Show co-star. What's her name? Mila Kunis or whatever her name is. I don't know her name. It's a girl from Ted. I don't keep up with some of this
she
stuff.
Does the voice for
Meg on Family Guy.
Okay,
so, yes.
Well, it's not really even a voice; it's just her talking.
You really don't like that?
Well, I don't like that. I don't like that. It's just her talking. It's not. Well,
should she come up with a funny voice?
Yeah, she should come up with another voice. It's just her talking. That would be just like me, just right now, just doing a voiceover character and just talking as Marcus, but we'll name him Greg.
Okay, Greg.
And I just talk.
Thank you for that, Greg.
And that's all you get.
Well, you can try to do a different voice, Greg.
Yeah, right. That's what I should be trying to do, but But I mean, okay, now we're all over the place with this. Renee, just let everybody know if they want to contact us or if they want to ask a question for our podcast.
If you have a question, a legal question for us, or a social media based type question for us, you can give us a call, 301-850-4832. Again, that's 301-850-4832. You can send us an email to info at bostonlawllc.com, or you can find us on Facebook. You can find us on Twitter. We both have separate Twitter accounts as well as a business Twitter account.
Which is Boston Law Group is the Twitter account, and then the YouTube. They can look at us.
We got a YouTube channel. We got a website. We got blogs. How about you just open a Google page and type in Boston Law Group Maryland, or Marcus Boston Maryland, or Renee Boston Maryland. You'll get some kind of way to contact us.
Right. We are not hard to find. So we will pretty much.
And we love answering questions.
Yes,
too.
As you see, we love taking the time out to do these. We answer these questions that we get from people. And a lot of times they come in through social settings. When we go to events and stuff, people ask us questions, and we try to answer them the best we can. So I guess we can go ahead and sign off now at this point. I'm Marcus Boston.
And I'm Renee Boston.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
You have just listened to a podcast from the trial attorneys at Boston Law Group, LLC. For more information, you can reach us at 301-850-4832. And if you would like us to answer a question in one of our podcasts, send us an email at info@bostonlawllc.com. Thank you and have a great day.